All right, here we go. Question number 8 from our 0314 homework number 5 in MyLab Math. And the instructions say divide. So here we have another example of long division. We can see that our divisor, b squared minus 2, is a binomial. It's also quadratic. And our dividend, it looks like it has 5 terms. And does anybody know the name of a fourth degree polynomial? Quadratic, cubic, quartic. Not that you need to know that, but this is a quartic dividend and a quadratic divisor. Whew, lots of cool, awesome math terms. All right, let's see how this is going to work. The first step to do long division here is to make sure that every power of the variable is represented in the dividend. Every power has to be represented. So starting with b to the 4, 3, 2, 1, and the constant. So all of our terms are represented, and that means we can start the process. We need to take the first term of the dividend and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So we're going to have 4b to the 4 divided by b squared. And that's going to give me the first term of the quotient. So then that's an understood 1b squared. So 4 divided by 1 is 4. B to the 4 divided by b squared, that's 4 minus 2, which is 2. So that's going to be 4b squared. And I'm going to write that above the negative 16b squared to keep my like terms lined up. That is the first term of the quotient. And now the next step is to take the 4b squared and we're going to distribute to the divisor. This has to distribute. So we're going to get 4b squared times b squared. That is 4b to the 4th. And then 4b squared times negative 2. That is a negative 8b squared. Whoops, negative 8b squared. Now, do you see I'm keeping all of my like terms lined up? That is essential that you take your time and be careful and make your like terms line up, okay? So once we do the distributive property, the next step says draw the line, change the sign. Draw the line, change the sign. That's because we have to subtract, and the subtraction applies to both of those terms, okay? So how does that go again? Draw the line, change the sign, and then combine. 4b squared minus 4b squared, those cancel. The 2b to the 3rd has nobody to combine with, and so he's just going to drop down. The 2b to the 3rd, it's like he falls through the gap there. And then negative 16b squared plus 8b squared, that is a negative 8b squared. Okay? Now that is the first iteration complete. Now we're going to rinse and repeat. 2b to the 3rd divided by b squared. 2b to the 3rd divided by b squared. And again, that's understood 1. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. And 3 take away 2 is 1. So the next term of the quotient is going to be positive 2b. Do you see, again, keeping my like terms lined up? And the next step is to take the 2b and distribute to the divisor. So now the 2b is going to distribute. 2b times b squared, that is 2b to the 3rd, which we can write that right here. And then 2b times negative 2, that's going to make negative 4b. And so what I should have done is I should have went ahead and dropped this guy down, negative 2b. so that he has somebody to line up with, okay? So what do we say that we're going to get? That's 2b times negative 2. That's going to make a negative 4b. And then I need to draw the line, change the sign, and then combine. So the 2b to the third minus 2b to the third, those are going to cancel. The negative 8b squared is going to fall through the gap. He doesn't have anybody to add or subtract with. And then we're going to combine negative 2b plus 4b, and that is a plus 2b. And then we're going to get this 8 to drop down, and then this will be the last time through, okay? So the next step is to take the negative 8b squared and divide it by the b squared, okay? So negative 8b squared divided by b squared. The b squareds are going to cancel and leaves negative 8. And then the next step says that we need to distribute. So we're going to take the negative 8 and distribute to the divisor. And that's going to give me negative 8 times b squared. That is a negative 8b squared. Negative 8 times negative 2. Negative times a negative makes a plus 16. Okay? Now, draw the line, change the sign, and then combine. So these cancel. And did you notice that these cancel every time? So if those first two terms, if they ever don't cancel, that's an automatic red flag. You screwed something up, okay? Next, the 2b is going to fall through the gap. Gives me a plus 2b. And then I'm going to have 8 minus 16, which is negative 8. And we're going to put a box around that. That's the remainder. And up here, we're going to put a box around this. That's the quotient. And does that happen to match any answer choice? A remainder of 2b minus 8 and a quotient of 4b squared plus 2b minus 8. That looks a whole lot like answer choice C. Bam! Man, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those in the comment section below, or you can text me. And thanks for watching.